Your SUV just crossed 100,000 miles. It still runs fine, still sounds fine, and that's exactly the problem. Because for a handful of very popular SUVs, 6 figures on the odometer isn't a milestone. It's a countdown. I'm going to show you 5 of them, and I want to be straight with you up front. I'm not trying to scare anybody. Every one of these has specific engines and specific model years where the trouble actually lives. Get the right version and you might drive another 100,000 miles without a thought. Get the wrong one and you're looking at a repair bill worth more than the SUV in your driveway. One of these is a name you've probably trusted your entire life. That one's at number 2, and I know it's going to bother some people. Let's get into it. If saving thousands in repair bills sounds better than buying the wrong SUV, hit the like button, because that's exactly what this channel is here to help you do. Number 5. The Jeep Grand Cherokee, 2011 through 2021. People love these, and I understand why. It looks good, it rides better than most SUVs its size, and on a used lot, it looks like a whole lot of SUV for the money. Here's the problem. It doesn't have one weak spot. It has 4. If you've got the 5.7 Hemi V8, there's a sound owners called the Hemi tick. That's a lifter starting to fail, and when it goes, it grinds down the camshaft right along with it. Repairs run anywhere from $1,500 to $7,000, and some owners got quoted a whole new engine. Then there's the air suspension, the Quadra-Lift system. Out of everything owners report on these, that's the one that comes up the most. Wonderful feature when it works. Thousands of dollars when it doesn't. Then there's the fuse box. Jeep calls it a TIPM. It's part fuse box, part computer, and when it starts acting up, you get strange electrical problems that are miserable to chase down. $800 to $1,500. And if you bought the EcoDiesel, add cracked EGR coolers and fuel pump trouble on top of all that. Both got wreck. Any one of those is a rough month. The trouble is, they don't wait in line politely. If you still want one, look for a Laredo with the V6 and regular coil springs. No air suspension, no Hemi. That's the version with the fewest ways to lose money. Number 4. The BMW X5 with the V8. That's the 50i badge, roughly 2011 to 2013. Stay with me even if you'd never buy a BMW, because it's the clearest example of something I want you to understand. You can buy one of these today for under $12,000. A luxury SUV that's stickered around 70 grand new. On paper, it looks like the deal of a lifetime. It isn't. And the reason comes down to where BMW put the turbochargers. They tucked both of them down inside the middle of the engine. Fantastic for power, brutal on everything sitting near them because it slowly cooks all of it. The seals that keep oil out of the cylinders wear out, and the engine starts burning oil and blowing blue smoke. Here's the part that stings. Those seals are cheap, but to reach them, the engine has to come out of the car, $5,000 to $9,000. And it gets worse, because the oil that engine is losing is the same oil lubricating the timing chain. One shop pulled an oil pan for a routine leak and found broken pieces of chain tensioner in the bottom. If that chain slips, the valves and pistons meet, and the engine is finny. So you've got an $11,000 SUV and a $9,000 repair. That's not a car problem anymore. That's a math problem. BMW did fix this engine later. The 2013 and newer version is genuinely better. But check the engine itself, not the year on the window. Number 3. The Cadillac Escalade and higher mileage Chevy Suburbans. The ones with the 5.3 or 6.2 V8 and cylinder deactivation. This one hurts to talk about because that small block V8 has a reputation for running forever. And the older ones absolutely did. What changed is a fuel-saving system that shuts down half the cylinders when you're cruising. To pull that off, GM used special lifters with little locking pins inside them. Those lifters seize up. And when one seizes, it wipes out the camshaft lobe it's sitting on. You'll hear a tick at startup, then a misfire, then the check engine light and the traction light come on together. $3,000 to $6,000 is typical. One owner posted his bill at $11,300. At 75,000 miles, every oil change done on time, full synthetic, just barely outside warranty. And on the 2007 to 2013 SUVs, there's a second problem stacked on the first. Those engines burn oil. GM settled a lawsuit over it that dragged on 8 years. Low oil is exactly what those lifters can't survive, so one problem feeds the other. Here's the detail that tells you everything you need to know. GM pulled cylinder deactivation off the 2026 Silverado V8s completely. Now the good news, the 4.8-liter never had this system. Neither did the 6.0 in the 3/4-ton Suburbans, and the 5.3 from 1999 through 2007 came before all of it. Those regularly go past 200,000 miles. Number 2, and here's the one that's going to upset people, the Honda Pilot 2009 through 2015, and the Acura MDX from those same years. I know, Honda. That's the entire point. These have a system called VCM, Variable Cylinder Management. Out on the highway, it shuts down 3 of the 6 cylinders to save fuel. Sounds smart. But those 3 cylinders cool off, the piston rings lose their seal, and the engine starts drinking oil. Some owners report a quart every 1,000 miles. Then that oil fouls the spark plugs. The engine starts misfiring. It can take out the catalytic converters. The motor mounts get beaten up from all the shaking. And fixing the rings starts around $2,900 and can climb past $5,000 if the engine's gone too far. Honda settled a class action over this back in 2013, covering something like 1.6 million vehicles. They gave owners an 8-year, 125,000-mile warranty. Do the math on that. Every one of those warranties has now run out. And this next part is what I really want you to hear. Honda never changed the design. They extended the warranty instead. So when those rings got replaced under warranty, they got replaced with the same rings, in the same engine, running the same system that wore them out the first time. That's why this sits at number 2. Not because Honda builds bad vehicles, they don't, and I'd still buy one. But a fixed problem stays fixed, and this one doesn't always. If you own one, pull the dipstick between oil changes. Every single time. That's your early warning system. And number 1. The Ford Explorer, 2011 through 2019, with the 3.5-liter V6. This is the most popular SUV on the whole list, and it has the cleanest tie to 100,000 miles of anything I looked at. Here's the issue. Ford put the water pump inside the engine, not bolted on the front where you can get at it. Inside, driven by the timing chain, when it starts going, it's supposed to drip out of a small hole on the passenger side of the block. That drip is the entire warning system. That's it. Catch it right there and you're looking at $2,000 to $4,000, and nearly all of that is labor. One owner's invoice showed the pump itself cost $155. The bill came to $3,900. Miss it and the coolant goes straight into the oil. Now you've got something that looks like a milkshake on your dipstick and metal shavings running through your bearings. One owner had it happen on the highway. Engine quit right there. Over $11,000. And if you've got all-wheel drive, there's a second one waiting. It's a small gearbox called the power transfer unit. Ford calls the fluid lifetime fill, which really means there's no scheduled change at all. It holds less than half a quart, sits right next to all that heat, and cooks itself somewhere around 80 to 100,000 miles. $1,500 to $2,500. One owner with a 2013 Explorer at 110,000 miles got quoted $3,100 to do both jobs together. Now here's why it's number 1. A 2014 Explorer today is worth somewhere around $8,000 to $10,000. So that $3,100 repair is roughly a third of the entire vehicle, and the engine failure version costs more than the SUV is worth. Front-wheel drive models don't have that power transfer unit at all. And if you own one of these with all-wheel drive right now, go get that fluid changed. It runs about $50. Cheapest insurance on this entire list. So what do you actually do with all this? If you own one of these, don't panic and don't dump it. Go pull your records. Find out which engine you actually have, because on nearly every vehicle here, there's a version that's fine and a version that isn't. Then start setting money aside before you need it, not after. And if you're out shopping, this is the big one. A cheap price on a 100,000-mile SUV isn't a deal. It's a question. Ask why it's cheap. Ask for the service records. and spend $150 on an inspection before you spend $10,000 on the vehicle. None of these are guaranteed to fail, and I want to be honest about that. Plenty of people are driving all 5 right now with zero trouble. But everyone has a documented weak spot in specific years with a repair bill big enough to wreck your month. If this saved you from a bad buy or helped you figure out what to do with the one in your driveway, go ahead and subscribe. I dig into this the same way every week. Real records, real repair bills, no hype. And tell me down in the comments which one you own and how many miles are on it. I read them. Some of the best information on this channel comes straight from you. Take care of yourself out there. I'll see you in the next one.